Today, I'll share two pawn and king endgames where one outcome looks very certain and possible, but a different outcome will actually happen. So here in this position, it looks like white will easily win, as black's king is cut off, and white will be able to grab this pawn and promote. And in this position, it looks like it's going to be a draw. Everything is very even, and whatever happens, both players can go ahead and grab the material, and it looks like it will be a draw, but white will actually win. So let me show you how you need to play this as black to draw, and how you need to play this as white to win. Before though, make sure you guys pause the video, try to think about it, and let me show you. So the obvious threat is that if you just continue pushing the pawns forward, white's just going to grab it. So you do start like this, but you cannot continue playing this forever. And eventually, right now actually, instead of playing this move here and continuing with this little game, you go ahead and play and push this move here. The idea is that if white grabs, then you are in the box, okay? You can see that you are within this box, as it is your move, okay? So you are within the box, and if you're not familiar, by the way, with what the box is, then make sure you guys, do some research about it, or just ask me in the comments and I'll, describe it or make a video about it, because it's such an important concept. But you are within the box, so, you can step in the box, and now white will not be able to promote as you grab it. So you actually stop white from promoting, and if white tries to, after capturing the pawn, tries to try to get the king involved, then again, when you're inside the box, there's no hope for your opponent, and again, this is a drawn position. If instead white tries to play a very sneaky move and support the pawn with this move here, for example, and if capture, this is, it looks pretty winning. But again, it isn't winning, because you simply play this move and white goes here, you play this move, and now white captures here. And now there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legal moves for you, and only one is winning, or drawing. The other 4 are losing. So make sure you play the right move. It's obviously this idea where there's a 1 space gap, and white's king is in front of the pawn. And now, this is a drawn position. There's hundreds of studies about it. This is just completely drawish, and it's going to be drawn. So that's the first pattern of chess, where it looks very, very, very winning for white, just cutting off black's king from ever getting into the action. But it's not. It's actually a drawn position. Here, it looks like a drawn position, but it's not. It's actually a winning position. So as white, do not offer a draw, but instead just play normal moves in the first couple of moves, right? This is what you probably expect. You're never going to play this move as white, or never play this move as black, because it just allows, for your opponent to promote and win. So you just play, normal moves, and your opponent, plays more normal moves. Here you capture, and now, if your opponent captures, which your opponent probably will, you cannot go ahead and capture this pawn here, okay? Because if you capture this pawn here, then what happens is that your opponent captures this pawn here, and it's a drawn position. You can step aside and, hope to promote, but then your opponent steps aside as well, and you can see that, you'll eventually, you'll promote faster, as I'll show you. You'll promote 1 step faster. You just promoted to a queen, but, black is following up with their own queen, and this is drawn. And same thing happens if instead you take the other pawn, black takes the other pawn, and again, you promote maybe a little faster, but black is very quickly to follow up and draw the game. So instead of going ahead and capturing one of these pieces, you have to play this move here. And this is such a funny looking move, but immediately you see the importance of it, and what values it holds. With this very nice g5 move by your white king, like I said, you're restricting black's king from pushing forward or capturing these pawns, and you're taking advantage of the fact that black's king has to play a move. These 2 pawns are locked, and so black's king has to play a move, and none of these 5 legal moves are good. Obviously, if your opponent steps away from your pawns, then you can gladly capture either one, and you'll actually be able to go ahead and capture the other one after that. And if your opponent tries to hold on to a pawn, or hold on to pressure, then you need to make sure that you grab the according pawn. So if your opponent holds or tries to put pressure on the f pawn, you grab the f pawn. And if your opponent tries to hold on to the h pawn, or not hold on, but put pressure, then you need to grab the h pawn. And your opponent cannot do anything. If your opponent goes here, you go here. You can grab the other one, and it's winning. It's losing for black, winning for white, and very, very fun. Oh, someone turned on the engine. It's a very fun position to play. And it's very fun to see your opponent's face when you play a move like this, where it looks completely like one certain outcome, but you prove your opponent wrong. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you want another little fun endgame that looks like this, right here on the screen, then press the video that's going to pop up right now, and it'll take you to that. So if you want to figure out how to solve that endgame, then press this video. Also subscribe if you're new around here. I post videos every single day. Comment down below any feedback that you have and any ideas, and I'll see you guys next time.